What's up YouTube, Awesome Yu-Gi-Oh here, and today we're here with a deck profile on Bujins. I really like this deck right now. Of course it's not one of the best decks, Shadow, Burning Abyss or Satellite Knights, but it actually has a pretty good matchup against some of those. It's really anti-meta-ish and still at least tier 2, maybe tier 2.5 in my opinion. But still a really decent deck, and of course this is the Mega Pack version of Yamato. This is the Mega Pack version of Susanoo. So with a lot of the reprints, this deck actually got kind of budgety except for the staples and stuff. So I felt like I should do a deck profile on this for some of the players who are not interested in playing Shadows, Satellite Knights or Burning Abyss. This is definitely a great option in my opinion. So without further ado, let's get into the profile. Of course you have your triple Bujin Yamato. This is your castle. A lot of people refer to this as a protect your castle deck. That's kind of right, but Yamato is your castle and he can actually protect himself, kind of, adding to your end phase something and then discarding something from your hand. So he can generate his own protection. Triple Yamato is absolutely standard. Double Hirume with the inherent special summon Bujin. I was running him at 2, then cut him to 1, but 1 wasn't enough in my opinion. So I bumped him back up to 2. This gives you some more speed, another beat stick. That's actually really good about this deck as well, because against like Shadows, you don't want to go into an XC or an extra deck monster too much. These guys, Hirume, Yamato, Mikasuchi, they are so big, they can run over anything that's played right now in the main deck. So Satellite Knights don't have anything for these guys. Shadows don't have anything even with Dragon, which is 1900. And this can actually crash into Winda if you have a tanky on the field. So then he becomes 2100, so that's really good as well. But it does open some of the XC's place a bit quicker, which is quite good. One Mikasuchi, I was playing him at 2 in the beginning, but I cut him to 1 because this isn't really a card I wanted to see later on in the game. I can tanky for him if I want to, but I felt like 1 is the appropriate number for right now. And then 1 Arasuda to complete the 4 guys on the mat. He's definitely something which can catch your opponent off guard, being able to spam even more. But he is a bit lower in the attack stat. He's only 1600, and he's definitely the least useful in my opinion in these 4. So just 1 Arasuda. Then triple Crane. This card is ridiculous. You can actually go with 2. 2 is fine, but the third one kind of gives you the edge when your opponent's just trying to attack for, like maybe he doesn't have the Crane, and of course your chances are higher of having the Crane when you have a triple Crane. But 2 actually is fine because you do search him out of the deck with Yamato most of the time. But I like 3 along with an Honest I'm going to show you later on. You have some OTKs as well with this. Double Hair, this is your protection from battle and destruction. 2 is absolutely fine with that. 1 Quillen. Some people aren't running this. I really like this. It's good against some problematic cards which stay on the field, face up on the field. Opponent's emptinesses. A field spell if you're playing against something that's actually playing a field spell. But it's a problem solver, and you have access to this whenever you want. So I like the 1 Quillen. And then double Turtle, which is the guy that protects you from targeting, really important. And then to round up the monsters, the Honest, like I said. Absolutely love Honest in this deck. I don't really like Honest in general. I don't play it in every light deck I play, but with Bujin it's just, it's great. It's absolutely ridiculous. With Susanoo being able to attack everything, it's still good. And then for the spells, triple tanky. All of the 4 main Bujin monsters are Beast Warrior, of course. So searching out your Yamato or Hirame if you need that, or even Mikasuchi. Triple Pot of Duality for the consistency. Generally you're not going to be special summoning a lot at all, just so Pot is never really a dead card or something. Double Chalice. It's actually something that a lot of players are running, at least Bujin players. Most people are running like Forbidden Lance over Chalice, but I definitely like Chalice more. Definitely right now. Chalice can give the boost to, let's say, for example, Satella Knight. Satella Knight is going to summon Altair or Deneb. Altair is going to be 21 then, when he gets the boost. Hirame is 21 with a Tenki as well. If you're going to negate the effect of Deneb, it's going to be 1900. A Yamato with, with Tenki is 1900 as well. So the boost isn't going to be a problem when you're trying to use it as a breakthrough skill, for example. Because your monsters are just that big, and then you can still have Crane and stuff. So then against Shadals, all your monsters are bigger than anything the Shadal player is going to be able to set, except Beast, but then they tribute it, so you know if it's a Beast or Falco to back something. You can attack them in the damage step, activate Chalice, engage their flip effects, and just get rid of the garbage. So 2 Chalice, it's absolutely amazing right now. And of course, you can use it as a boost for yourself. If your opponent's attacking something, use it as a lance or as a another crane or something. So it boosts yourself by 400, and then your guys are just so big. Most of even the extra deck cards right now can run over a 2300 Yamato or a 2500 Hirame. So 2 Chalice, I absolutely love that. Then 2 Kaiser. They're not as good as they used to be, but they're still definitely against the Satella Knights. They're ridiculous. This against the Satella Knights can pretty much single-handedly win you the game. Then 1 Soul Charge. I kind of like the 1 Soul Charge. Definitely not a card you want to run multiples of in the Bujin deck. But the one, it acts as a 4th Bujin Incarnation, and is definitely your most unfair card in the deck. The best card in the deck, actually absolutely a card you want to run 3 of, to give you a bit more of an edge against all those decks that are on paper a bit better than you. Get back one of your banished Bujins, get back one of your graveyard Bujins, and just start Xeon or whatever you want to do. Soul Charge gets you 2 from the grave, or 1. Just being able to Soul Charge a Yamato back can be really important. So I like these ratios: 3 Carnation, 1 Soul Charge. That's it for the spells. Then traps, we have triple Emptiness. This has been a thing in Bujins for a long time now. Other decks are playing the 3 as well, but you still need to play 3. It doesn't hurt you pretty much at all. Yamato plays around this because you're going to add to your hand and then send to the grave instead of sending a card directly from your grave, which would get rid of Emptiness. So this card's too good. Then triple Breakthrough skill to combat the meta right now. Just a good defensive card. Solemn Warning, Compulse, and then double Wiretap for those opposing Breakthrough skills, or Bottomless Trap Holes, or Artifact Sanctums. Just some cards that can hurt you during your setup if you're trying to defend your Yamato or get your defenses up with Yamato. Wiretap is really important. So that's it for the main deck. Extra, you have triple Susanoo. It actually comes up when you need to make 3, so, and you do kind of have the space, so I really like to run 3 of the Susanoo. It's just so good. You're going to, pretty much if you're going to Xyz, you're always going to go in Susanoo. It has so much protection, it can attack all monsters on the field. It's just too good. Exaton, Diamond Dyer, remember he can pop a Beast Warrior, which all of the 4 on the mat are. Kagasuchi, this is actually a Bujin as well. His effect is meh, but he can protect himself, and of course if you're going to mill, milling a turtle or a hare would be pretty good. Sunlorn Arc, I was actually kind of considering cutting the Silent on Arc for a second Castell, because pretty much like 60–70% of the situations where you're going to go in Arc, Castell does the same thing for you. But I do like the second effect of Silent on Arc, that he can protect himself from being destroyed, so I opted to just stay with the one Silent on Arc and the one Castell. Cowboy is actually really cool to steal some games. She can do a lot of damage. In the main phase 2 you can make the Cowboy do the last 800. It's just it's too good not to run in Bujins. Omega, because all your monsters are light. You can even make this with Honest and a Bujin, for example. Arlen Draco once again steals the games, and of course you do have the continuous spell cards in case of Colosseum and Tanky. Star Leech, the Castell, as I was saying, Dweller, Kergorgon. It's really good to protect your emptiness, your case of Colosseum. Especially if you have like a tanky next to it. You have like tanky and case of Colosseum, they're trying to MST the case of Colosseum. You just target the tanky. Really good. And then Berserker, number 80. So really good against Satellus, mostly. So that was it for the extra deck. Then side, you can do whatever you want with the side. It's just what I would run right now. Thunder King, because it really hurts. It still hurts a lot of the decks that are being played right now, especially Satellanites, and it's just another big body. It's just a good card to be running in Bujins, in my opinion. Triple Max C for the faster decks, which are pretty much all the decks. Slows them down a bit, so you can get your setup going. The One Crow, Triple MST for opposing floodgates, Dark Hole, Mind Control, really good against Satellars, because then you can actually go into Omega or Star Leech, cards that need 2 light monsters. Of course all the Satellanites all light as well. Stitch and Dirge, now you might think this is a bit strange, because this doesn't allow me to exceed either. Because then all my monsters would become level 3, and I don't run any rank 3 cards in my extra deck. This is pretty much only for Satellanites. This shuts down Satellanites, and it doesn't shut you down, because Bujin can play perfectly fine without its extra deck. Satellanites can't, because you're just going to be bigger than them. You're going to have Yamato, Hirame, Mikasuchi, whatever. You're just going to be able to beat them down with your level 3 monsters, and they can't do anything about it. So Stitch and Dirge, this is going to win you the game against Satellus. Way too easy not to play it. 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirror for those Burning Abyss and Shadows, and then the Full House. This is even easier in Bujin because you do play the tanky as well, so just blow up your tanky and an opposing emptiness or something and clear the back row, whatever. Full House, like I said, I play this in pretty much anything right now. That is the Bujin deck I am running right now. In the comment section down below, let me know what you think of Bujins. Do you agree or do you disagree that Bujin is still a viable deck? Are you thinking about picking this up? Because Bujin Yamato is still kind of expensive, even the reprint card, and of course Emptiness is going to be expensive. But if you already own those cards like Emptiness, Case of Colosseum, the extra deck cards like Honor Arc and Axiton, this deck is fairly cheap to pick up. So if you can, I suggest you do. Definitely for like a local, this can easily win you the locals. Even if you're going to like a regional, you can catch people off guard with this. Be aware, people are probably siding Light Imprisoning Mirror. That's why you do side the MST, because Light Imprisoning Mirror does kind of hurt this deck, as does Skill Drain for the Yang Zing mostly. But yeah, just in general, I really like this deck. It's not being played right now. I don't actually understand why, probably because everyone is just playing Burning Abyss, Shadow and Satellanites. But yeah, in the comment section down below, let me know what you think of this deck. I'll be back sometime relatively soon, and I believe pretty close to 100 videos. So be on the lookout for the 100th video on this channel, Awesome Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I think I'll do something different for that video. Don't know what yet, but I might do like a giveaway or bigger pack opening. I don't know, but be on the lookout for that. And thank you guys for watching. Bye!